Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to the Terror in the Isles Challenge. This is the segment I'm doing with my good buddy Joe the Horror Man, where we're going to examine films from Terror in the Isles. Not only the theatrical version, but the television cut as well. Today we're going to be talking about The Wolfman. The Wolfman is a 1941 film which runs approximately 70 minutes and is directed by George Wagner. Now, he passed away on December 11th, 1984, at the age of 90. He was responsible for Wolf Call, Man-Made Monster, and some television. Now, this stars Claude Rains as Dr. John Talbot. He passed away on May 30th, 1967, at the age of 77. He was in Casablanca, The Invisible Man, and Notorious. Warren William as Dr. Lloyd. He passed away on September 24th, 1948, at the age of 53. He was in Employees Clearance, Satan Met a Lady, and Fear. And Ralph Bellamy as Colonel Montford. He passed away on November 29th, 1991, at the age of 87. He was in Trading Places, His Girl Friday, and Pretty Women. Now, this had a budget of $180,000, and it had a worldwide gross of $420,000. And Boris Karloff was actually supposed to play the Wolfman. Alright, this also stars Bela Lugosi actually playing a gypsy named Bella, which I thought was kind of interesting. Well, the Wolfman has an interesting story, and unfortunately it is the last of our Universal monsters that we're going to be taking a look at. But this was my favorite when I was a kid. Let me get into the story real quick. Okay, we have John Talbot, who is going back to his homeland, to Talbot Castle, where he lives with his father. And he sets up a telescope where he finds a woman that he finds appealing in the town. Well, he's actually kind of creepy, to be honest. I was talking to Joe about this, and I thought he was actually kind of creepy in his approach to the girl. But, you know, whatever works, I guess. So he's trying to ask her out for a date. She ends up getting one of her friends involved, and they go out to this gypsy fortune teller. Well, the gypsy fortune teller, named Bella, who's played by Bela Lugosi, which, again, I thought was pretty cool, turns out to be a werewolf. And John Talbot actually kills the werewolf, but ends up getting bit in the process. And the gypsies are telling him now that every full moon he is going to turn into a werewolf. That's basically the story in a nutshell. As I started to say before, this was actually my favorite Universal monster when I was a little kid. It wasn't until I saw The Creature from the Black Lagoon, I think I was in my teens, early teens, late teens, that I kind of shifted my alliance over to The Creature from the Black Lagoon. But the Wolfman has always held a special place in my heart. Whenever there is a monster sort of show, you always had the Wolfman. You usually had a vampire representing Dracula, and a big brute representing Frankenstein. Every once in a while you'd have some kind of a sea creature, but I always kind of gravitated towards the Wolfman for some reason. The transformation scene in this film, while it kind of looks primitive now, was legendary for its time. And to be honest, I still think it holds up today. He plays a fantastic Wolfman, and it's really an awesome film. Thick with atmosphere, a lot of mist. It's just so beautifully shot, and it looks great in black and white. It really does. Now I'm going to get to my relatable recommendation, which is going to be The Wolfman. Now, I actually don't think this is anywhere close to being as good as the original, but the unrated director's cut is probably as close as we're going to get to a legitimate Wolfman film, unless you're going to go and watch American Werewolf in London or The Howling, which we've already talked about American Werewolf, and we are actually going to be watching The Howling probably sooner rather than later. But this is actually a pretty darn good film, from what I can remember. It's been a while since I watched it, but I've always heard bad things about the theatrical cut. I did watch the director's cut. That's the only cut I've ever seen, and I liked it. So, yeah, that's me. So, my recommendation is going to be The Wolfman. Definitely check it out. Don't forget to check out the original Wolfman if you've never seen it. What have you been living under a rock? And don't forget to check out Joe's review and see what he picks as a recommendation. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.